The USS Wisconsin, BB-64, is an Iowa-class battleship, the second-to-last battleship built by the United States Navy and one of the most decorated warships in U.S. history. In 1956, Wisconsin collided with the destroyer USS Eaton in heavy fog, crushing its bow. After a collision with the destroyer USS Eaton, Wisconsin's bow was severely damaged. To save time, the Navy replaced it with the bow of the unfinished USS Kentucky, BB-66, making Wisconsin the only battleship with a Frankenstein bow. Instead of building a new bow, the unfinished USS Kentucky's bow onto Wisconsin, making it the only battleship with another ship's front end. Crews joked it became the Whiz-KY boat, a pun on whiskey and Kentucky. Like all Iowas, Wisconsin originally had teakwood decks. Teakwood decks were a signature feature of battleships like the USS Wisconsin and other Iowa-class vessels. Steel decks under the sun could reach scorching temperatures plus 140 Fahrenheit to 60 Celsius, making them unbearable for crews. Wet steel decks became treacherously slick, especially in rough seas. Unlike steel, it didn't require constant repainting to prevent rust. Teak's flexibility helped absorb blast vibrations from gunfire, especially important for 16-inch turrets. Softer underfoot than steel during long shifts, critical for sailors often barefoot or in thin shoes, also lending battleships a classic Navy aesthetic. In 1990, a crewman allegedly cooked a cheeseburger on a hot 16-inch shell casing after gunnery practice, a legend still debated by veterans. Thermodynamically possible? A spent 16-inch shell casing can reach 400 Fahrenheit, 200 Celsius, hot enough to sear meat. It symbolized the MacGyver spirit of battleship crews. This time in our historical part, we can now begin, having finished giving a few facts about this already known ship. Captains of the Seas, today we're diving into the USS Wisconsin, one of the most anticipated battleships of the year. This legendary warship has made its grand entrance into Wprld of Warships Blitz, and we're here to break it down. The ship offers two different camouflages, and my personal preference leans toward extra shell dispersion, while the alternative provides torpedo damage reduction, something this battleship could benefit from. The impact feels too limited to justify picking it. Brand new, the system's reload ability reduces main battery reload time by 50% for 15 seconds, allowing you to fire 2 salvos in quick succession. However, unlike a standard reload boost, this skill activates after landing 18 hits, and crucially, it has no usage limit. This makes it a rewarding tool for accurate players, perfect for securing finishing blows. For equipment, the only key recommendation is increasing main gun range. Not only does this extend your reach, but it also improves dispersion, a well-known synergy for US battleships. I've opted for Commander Oldendorf to boost Citadel damage. Outside of the enhanced AA power, there aren't any standout skills to exploit here. If you have alternative commander ideas or builds, drop them in the comments. Let's discuss. First off, let's acknowledge the Wisconsin's real-life legacy, an Iowa-class battleship with a fearsome reputation. But in Blitz, it's stepping into the ring against the Montana Tier 10. And Montana already has 3 variants: Tech Tree Montana, Black Montana, and Freedom Fighter. The ship boasts strong anti-aircraft defenses, something we're already accustomed to with US battleships. As for the guns, it feels like a Montana guns with one missing turret. I haven't noticed perfectly consistent penetration, but that doesn't mean they're bad. Of course, in Wisconsin, as important as 1 second fast reload time, which is very nice. Playing the Wisconsin is smooth and enjoyable, but destroyer rushes is a real problem, mostly relying on open water engagements. This playstyle can lead to high damage matches, though it's not particularly my favorite. That said, I can't deny it's ideal for battleship gameplay. Talk about the scout plane. Wisconsin with level 2 scout plane, boosting its range for 2 salvos. Sounds awesome, right? But here's the catch. Black Montana also has a spotter plane, and Wisconsin's base range is shorter, so, in the end, the difference is almost negligible. I'll show you that. And here's the real pain. Wisconsin loses a turret compared to Montana. That's one less triple-barrel cannon throwing hate at your enemies. For Montana captains, this feels like going from a shotgun to a pistol. Less damage, less citadels. To compensate this, you have 1 second better reload and better turret traverse speed. But hey, it's not all bad. Wisconsin turns faster, accelerates quicker, means more agile, and new skill systems reload is promising. So if you love a nimble battleship, this might be your jam. But I don't know if you agree, but the USS Wisconsin feels more like an upgraded Iowa or Missouri than a true Tier 10 battleship. And here's why. In Blitz, Iowa-class battleships sit at Tier 9. If Wisconsin were Tier 9, it'd fit perfectly same lineage, same playstyle, but at Tier 10 we have solid USN battleships. Now don't get me wrong, Wisconsin isn't bad. It's a nice battleship. You can absolutely win in Tier 10 matches with it. But when you stack it against Montana, or its variants, Black and Freedom Fighter, advantages are maneuverability, reload, and the new skill. With its scout plane, the Wisconsin can fire 2 salvos, almost 19 kilometers. Being a level 2 scout plane, similar to the Black Montana but level 1, it offers key advantages, including 2 salvos per activation. This ability can be a game changer at the start of a match when capturing areas or in critical moments when chasing low-health enemy ship. Let's check the scout planes of both ships quickly.
We've breached their defenses. Anti-aircraft gun crews are on full alert. We're taking on too much water. Confirmed penetration. I need some help.
We hit the target. We found a way to damage them. Pay attention. Victory slips from our grasp. The integrity of their defenses has been compromised.
Penetration. Confirmed penetration. We got them. Defenses. Anti-aircraft gun crews are on full alert. We got them. We've breached their defenses. We are close to victory. Push forward. Confirmed penetration. We are close to victory. Push forward.